Finally, I get to go home and relax. You don't have to work today? Pfft, lucky. Oh shoot, do I? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to go in and check the schedule. Yes! I don't work until tomorrow. Now I can go home and watch a movie. Hi Luke, do you work today? Nope, not today. I wasn't sure though because I forgot to take a picture of the schedule. Oh, well have a good night. Thanks, you too. Oh wait, Luke? Yeah? Jeremy can't make it in for work tonight. Can you take his shift? Here's why you should never swallow gum. In 2011, Samantha Jenkins fell into a coma and later died at the age of 19. After her death, her mom found dozens of empty gum packets in her possessions. She felt ridiculous suggesting that it might have something to do with her death, but she thought it was worth mentioning. The doctor later said the cause of death was because of a lack of minerals in her body, which was caused by malabsorption because of the chewing gum in her stomach. What's wrong?
My crush won't text me back.
Let me see what you sent her. Hey girl, every time I see you, I smell your hair. I think I know why she's not responding.
Really? Why?
Well, she probably gets lots of messages from boys, so you need to do something to stick out.
And how do I do that?
Download Font Key by pressing the link on Luke's TikTok profile.
Okay, now what?
Now use one of the cool fonts to send her a message.
Okay. She didn't answer.
Give her a few minutes, jeez. My neighbor owes me $500, but he won't pay me back. What should I do? Okay. Do you have any proof that he owes you the money? No, that's the thing. Then write a letter for the $5,000 that he owes you. But it's only $500. Exactly. That's what he'll respond with? Then you'll have the proof. You were today's years old when you found this out. Owls' legs are longer than you thought. When someone tells you to break a leg in an audition, it's because they want you to end up in the cast. When the first episode of a show is called pilot, it's because it's the first time they're on air. The L in the store Staples is a half-open staple. Flames don't have shadows. The blue side of the eraser is meant to clean up smudges made by the pink side. Okay class, the books you guys ordered finally came in, so if I say yours, just raise your hand. The first one is How to Talk to Girls. No. Here's things that are bigger than you thought. Here's how big a traffic light is compared to a human. Here's a polar bear's paw compared to a human hand. Traffic signs are actually really big. Here's a regular sized moose compared to vehicles. Here's how big the Titanic is compared to a modern cruise ship. Here's how big a tornado is compared to a wind turbine. And here's how big the blade of a wind turbine is compared to a human. Luke, how do you spell crocodile?
Krokdal.
No, that's wrong.
Well, maybe it's wrong, but you asked how I spell it.
The funniest ways people got revenge. When Mark's laptop was stolen from him, he hacked into it from his house and found an embarrassing video of the thief dancing in front of the camera. He then uploaded it to YouTube where it went viral and the thief saw it. So he returned the laptop begging for Mark to take the video down, but he didn't. When a girl found out her boyfriend had cheated on her, she asked him to get matching tattoos as a symbol of love, which he agreed to. But she left him without getting hers, leaving him with a tattoo to remind him of her. This guy was just doing his job painting over some graffiti, but I guess the people who painted it weren't too happy with him. They got revenge by painting him on the wall where he had just covered up. Here's what movies look like without special effects. The Mandalorian was filmed in a studio with one big screen. Here's how Spider-Man flies in the sky. Here's what Thanos actually looked like before special effects. Most racing scenes aren't actually filmed in the streets, but in a studio. Although Jumanji was filmed in a desert, some scenes had to be filmed in a studio. The actors who play the monkeys in Planet of the Apes actually look pretty funny. And here's what I look like without special effects.
Dad, can I tell you my dream?
Sure, son. What is it?
My dream is to one day own a Lamborghini.
That would be pretty sweet.
What's your dream?
Oh, my dreams were gone many years ago.
Really? How many years ago?
How old are you?
This is the creepiest McDonald's in the world. In 1986, this McDonald's opened for the World Expo in Canada. Because of its location and cool features, it was placed ahead of the competition. It had real plants, wooden floors, and art covering the walls. Instead of you being able to see the kitchen like in regular McDonald's, the creators hid it. And to get the food to customers, they placed it on a conveyor belt. Millions of people from around the world ate there because it was a must-see tourist attraction. At the end of the expo, it was closed and abandoned for years. Now it looks like this. Would you rather have $30 million or 30 million loyal friends? Easy, 30 million loyal friends. Really? Why? Because I can just ask them all to give me $1 each, and since they're loyal, they'll give it to me. Oh, I never thought about that. Then I can run for president and boom, I'll already have 30 million votes. Jeez, that's smart. Then I can start a business like an ice cream shop and I'll already have 30 million loyal customers. Wow, you've really thought this through, haven't you? Then I could charge them $3 a scoop and tell all of them to buy 1 scoop a day, so that's $90 million a day. Unexplained mysteries caught at schools. In 1961 at Westall High School in Melbourne, several students spotted a UFO that flew at low altitude. It made its way through trees until it took flight again and disappeared. Another unexplained mystery is the strange stench that hit a high school in Rhode Island. The stench, which was apparently from the cafeteria, was so strong that they had to suspend final classes. But to this day, they still have no clue what it was from. The Cokeville miracle occurred at an elementary school, where a former police officer and his wife brought a bomb to the school. They kidnapped the entire school in exchange for a large sum of money. The bomb exploded and the couple died on the spot, but thankfully none of the children were harmed. So everyone would agree with me that we can't breathe underwater, right? What? You don't believe me? Bad habits that are actually good for you. Sleeping in. Waking up when your body tells you to wake up rather than your alarm keeps your metabolism up, which means you could eat more food without gaining weight. And people who undersleep are more likely to eat larger portions of junk food. Complaining. Always looking at the bright side of life won't necessarily make you a happier person, but being realistic about the good and bad parts of your life has shown to be better for your mental health. Being messy. People who are messy tend to be more creative, and they found to be 36% more efficient than people who are neat. Dust mites have a hard time living in messy conditions like an unmade bed, so it can also be a good thing for people with allergies.
Mom, we're out of bread. I was gonna have a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Oh, it's okay, honey. I'll quickly go grab some from the store. I'm back with the bread.
Thank you so much. No! There's nothing in here.
Let me see. Here's the 3 most dangerous kid toys. In the 1990s, Rollerblade Barbie was released. Each rollerblade used the same wheel mechanism they use in cigarette lighters. So when the Barbie was rolled, it would shoot out sparks. In 1996, the Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kid was released. It ate plastic foods that came with it and exited through a hole in the backpack. But the toy couldn't tell whether it was plastic, your finger, or your hair. And one girl's hair was ripped down to her scalp. Finally, in the 1990s, Nickelodeon released Moon Shoes, which you would strap onto your feet and the springs would help you jump higher. However, they weren't very safe and lots of people sprained and broke their ankles. Are you guys ready to order yet? Yes, I'll get the Pow. Okay, and that comes with your choice of a side of either replenished French Nick fries, my personal favorite, or Salido Croissante. Which one would you like? I'll get the first one, please. Okay, good choice. And what can I get for you, sir? I'm gonna get the Slabobo Gabobo beef. Alright, and that comes with a side of linguine, red pepper, hot spiced garlic shrimp. Is that okay? Yep, that's fine. Perfect. And what unique thing on the menu would you like to try, young lad?
Can I get... chicken nuggets!
Here's what actually happens during sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is when you feel like you're awake, meaning you could see and hear, but your body's still asleep and unable to move. During this, you may be unable to move or speak for a couple seconds or even a few minutes. Some people also feel pressure on their chest, as if someone was sitting or standing on it. You might even be afraid because of a nightmare that you were having. This usually happens when you're first falling asleep or your body's getting ready to wake up. Alright class, I'm gonna come around and pick up last night's homework now. Oh shoot. I guess I forgot it at home. Okay, just bring it in tomorrow. Here's what to do if you drop your phone in the toilet. First, get your phone out as soon as possible and dry the outside with something like a towel. Then power off your phone completely so you avoid short-circuiting it. Now, if you have an iPhone, take out the SD card on the side, but if you have a phone that lets you remove the battery, do that to allow more airflow so it could dry better. If you can, use a vacuum to suck out the water, but if not, tilt your phone side to side to allow the water to drop out. You may be thinking, Luke, what about putting it in rice? Well, studies showed that the best and quickest way to dry your phone is to let it air dry with good air circulation. I like the smell of your hair! I like the smell of your hair. I like the smell of your hair! I like the smell of your hair. I like the smell of your hair, young lady. If you see a coin in your car door handle, run and call the police. Thieves have found a sneaky new way to steal vehicles. They put a coin in your car door handle just like this, and if it's on the passenger side, you probably won't notice it. Then when you go to lock your car, it won't lock properly, leaving it unlocked for thieves. They can then follow you home, go inside it, and steal everything, including the car itself.
I don't want to be here today. Luke, we're on the computers today. Really?
Class, in 30 minutes, we're gonna watch a movie.
Let's go!
Pizza delivery for room 101?
Yes!
Okay, I'll let him know. Luke, your dad will be here in 5 minutes to pick you up for your dentist appointment. 2 times Google Maps saved lives. One day Sander Cochler was on his way to work when an ex-employee named John Charles kidnapped him. He said their boss owed him money, so he wanted to use Sander to set up a meeting with him. When John left the room, Sander used Google Maps to send his location to his boss. When his boss got his location, he called the police and drove there immediately. John was then arrested and sentenced to 8 years in prison. When Saru was 5 years old, he got on a runaway train in India which separated him from his family. He had to start a whole new life by himself, and he searched for his family for 23 years. Since he was so young at the time, he couldn't remember where they lived. The only thing that he could remember is that his hometown was closed off by 2 bridges. When Google Maps came out, he used it to find the 2 bridges and he found them. He then traveled to his hometown and was reunited with his family.